Okay, so a teacher in Canada did the unthinkable with regards to the Charlie Kirk assassination situation. This is disgusting. Now, there's been controversy about this. There's schools in California, teachers getting in trouble, so on and so forth. But this teacher allegedly showed the Charlie Kirk assassination video to 10 and 11-year-old students he deserved and said he deserved to be killed. Okay. Oh my gosh. Like the fact that this is happening and this person isn't immediately disciplined, in my opinion, I'd say arrested. Maybe that's extreme, but like I have a 10-year-old. If I found out my 10-year-old went to school and a teacher showed him this, I would be livid and potentially would crash out, if I'm honest with you, okay? Father, forgive me, all right? A public school teacher has been suspended after allegedly showing a video of Charlie Kirk's assassination to students as young as 10 in his classroom, authorities said in Canada. It's all alleged. The teacher also suggested that Kirk deserved to be and gave the young students a speech about anti-fascism and transformer issues. Of course he did. Of course he did. Several students from his class went home and complained to their parents, traumatized at witnessing the on-camera death, which they were forced to witness numerous times over. A source told a Toronto Sun after the shocking incident at a school in Toronto on Thursday. Okay. And so parents subsequently reached out to school administrators who will be putting him on leave at the start of the school day, September 12th. So this is what I'm saying. Like, when we say stuff like, man, it really does seem like this many, I don't know how many. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if it's 1%, 10%, 50%, 60%, but it really does seem like so many schools today are starting to become these indoctrination camps, right? And when you see this in schools as young, with kids as young as 10 years old, or you see this like what we had happen in Glendale, California, where there was teachers that were in a whole district that was saying your kids have to learn gay civic studies in first grade, second grade, elementary school. I go, man, I love public school teachers, but I think we're going to start seeing more and more talent leave that world, unfortunately, which is only going to hurt public schools and the kids that have no other options, because this is despicable. This is despicable, and this should be outright condemned by every teacher everywhere. Okay. Parents subsequently reached out to school administrators who will be putting him on leave at the start of the school day, September 12th. I wonder if he wasn't a teacher, is this a crime, right? Is this a crime? Like if a random 25, 35-year-old dude showed a bunch of 10-year-olds someone getting, would this be a crime? I would hope so. Yeah, this is at an elementary school. Parents subsequently reached out to school administrators who put him on hold. The source added, while playing this video repeatedly, he gave a speech to his students regarding anti-fascism and how Charlie deserved for this to occur. A letter was sent home on Friday to all students affected by showing of the video, calling the teacher's alleged behavior extremely troubling and completely disturbing. Yeah, to say the least. During class, students were said to have been shown a portion of a violent video in response to questions being asked about a recent tragic events. These kids are hearing about this. They're trying to process it. This is scary stuff, right? The letter stated that the video was allegedly shown to students in grades 5 and 6, typically ages 10 to 11, by a staff member who was supervising a French immersion class and was not the regular teacher. Okay, well, at least they're not the regular teacher, but how does this guy get on campus? It seems like they got to do a better job of vetting this dude. While an investigation must be conducted to learn all of the details, the report of this incident is extremely troubling and completely unacceptable. We recognize the seriousness of this matter and have taken immediate steps to follow all appropriate procedures. Again, if this was a random grown-up showing this to kids, would this be a crime in Canada? Because it's crazy. Now, similar thing is happening, not quite the same, but South Bay teacher faces discipline after playing Charlie Kirk assassination in class. This is in Chula Vista. Okay, so this is a little bit older with regards to the teacher, the students really. And they are saying, some people are alleging that he made fun of it, he made light of it. Others are saying he didn't make light of it. And there's parents here in San Diego that are upset, right? So we'll look at this news article together.
They're showing video of this It happened in a senior AP government class at the Chula Vista Learning Community Charter.
So at least this is seniors in high school.
The talk around Chula Vista Learning Community Charter High School is not so much that the conservative debater Charlie Kirk was shot and killed, but what one teacher showed in the discussion afterwards in a classroom.
Someone in that position who educates kids, especially my kid, should not be a teacher no more.
Some parents are outraged.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Manuel Pena has an 11th grade daughter.
Someone who is around kids or children, educating them or making comments, it can influence these kids so easily.
The school communications director says at least one student recorded what was said in the government teacher's classroom, but such details are now a personnel matter.
He was like, if I play the video, will you guys take your seats?
Yeah, so this is a student that didn't go on camera. She's saying he didn't make fun of him. She's saying that nothing crazy happened, that they had consented to seeing it. I don't know. Here's my issue. Kids are so stinking impressionable. Even high school kids are so impressionable. And what happens is their brains are so malleable with regards to worldview and what you can introduce to them. Now, if you're a follower of Jesus and you have kids, that's a good thing, because you know that the impact you make in your home is going to be massive in terms of the trajectory of their life, right? If you're walking with Jesus, if you're living the way Jesus tells us to live, that is going to have a huge net positive on your life, but also on your kids' life. Now, if you can't afford to homeschool your kids or send them to private school and you send them to something like this, or perhaps you're in a county where you have good public school systems, you also understand the other side where, like, if they get into one of these situations where they're being indoctrinated, how much it can go the other way. And this is why historically young people tend to go really left in their early years. They tend to be really liberal in their early years. And then as they get older and they, in my opinion, understand how the world really works, start to come around to a bit of common sense with regards to all of it, right? Now, again, I'm not saying that all Democrats are bad and anyone that's ever voted for a Democrat is evil. I'm just saying worldview-wise, I would say the far left worldview is incongruent with a biblical framework, and ultimately of a framework that causes the most amount of human flourishing, which is following Jesus in a world that does not oppress Christians. Okay, so I know other parts of the world, if you're following Jesus, that might cause persecution. I'm saying in the West, where we're not technically or directly being persecuted. So when you have these young people that are so impressionable, you could put these ideas in their head. And even if you're saying, hey guys, is it cool if I show this video? I just want to make sure you consent. It's like, man, you're in a position of power. You're in a position of influence. Who knows how much agency they truly have to consent to sort of these things. And I just think it's so gross for public school teachers to be having these conversations with students. Like, I think it's disgusting, and I'm disturbed by it. And I hope that these folks face the discipline that they're supposed to get, because, man, teachers have a degree of authority that they may not know the weight that it carries. And I would hope that whoever the districts are, that they would deal with this appropriately, man, because it's really not okay. It's not okay. And a lot of what we're attempting to do here is to combat some of the falsehoods that are so prevalent in culture. This is partially the new Godly Ambition book that I put out. If you don't got it, you should get it. It's also the brand new t-shirt I just released from the collection, designed by my boy Josh Nadeau, Sword and Pencil. This is available right now over at blessgod.shop. The link will be pinned up. And I'm going on tour in the spring. Okay, going on tour, having some amazing events. Houston, March 21st. Dallas, March 22nd. Sign up for the waiting list in your city so that when we're in your city, we're going to have a night where there'll be some music, there'll be some worship. I'll do a talk. We'll also be doing some live Q&A. Again, Chicago, Illinois, April 10th. Pittsburgh, April 12th. Arlington, VA, this is the DC area, April 25th. New York, April 26th. Los Angeles, May 9th. Clearwater, Florida, May 15th. And Atlanta, Georgia, May 16th. All over the country, coming to a city near you. I can't wait to see some of you guys in person. The tickets are going to be very affordable, so go sign up for the wait list so that the moment these go live, you'll get a text message, an email saying, hey, you're on the list. And you'll get access. You'll have a little secret code to get access before anybody else. So anyway, that's pinned below. See you guys on the next one, all right? Peace.